Good evening all, and welcome to the Kiwi Crew Winter Series. Tonight we've got the Southern Blast, which is the volcano after party. And I'm your host, Kevo Pally, and joining me tonight is Rob Dallymore and Ellie Kimber. Welcome, guys.
Good evening,
everyone.
I'm glad I'm not racing this one.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sounds like a tough wee course. The bikes have been auto-allocated tonight, so they're on the recommended Zwift S Works. And tonight everyone can choose their own tyre choice and wheel choice. So what would you guys be picking tonight as your choice if you were riding?
Oh, well,
tough call.
I've always thought you need to select the bike or the wheels for where you think you're going to be its most crucial, which is obviously going to be the climb. So for me, it would be probably the set of DC Swiss deep section wheels. But for others who maybe want to get away earlier, they might go for an aero wheel, like a disc wheel. So I don't know. What do you reckon, Ali?
Yeah, they might. I think if you're a lightweight, you're going to be needing a little extra help. Probably on the other side, you're going to get dropped by those who weigh a little more than you. But also, if you can make a breakaway on that climb, you might not have to worry about that. So it's still a long race, 40k. So you've got to make a very balanced decision. I think we might see a lot of Tron.
No, but it's self-selected bike, so you can't choose. It's already selected, so you can't choose your bike.
You can't do that at all. But just the wheels. Just wheels. I bet people probably wish they could have a Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably disc or tricky choice.
Tough one. Yeah, we'll be interested to see. We'll know, see them roll out, and we'll be able to pick pretty quickly who the favourite riders are, and we'll be able to see what they're riding on, because I think they'll put a bit of thought into this.
Yeah, I think a lot will go with the disc, just for that aero advantage on the flat. And if you are looking to break away, obviously, good speed and being able to draft off those faster riders is pretty essential in saving that energy for that last 3 to 4 kilometres. Having a look at what Zwift Insider has said, it's pretty much the 6 to 8 minute power is what they reckon will win this race. So they're probably not far wrong, because there's not many places you can break away.
This is basically.
So what have you guys been up to?
Well, I was going to say, this is basically that finishes at the top of the Poggio. It doesn't go down to the down to the finish line. It's the last 6 minutes of the climb. That's basically what this race is. It's dead flat until you get to that section, and Matthew van der Poel will come to the front and drop everybody. That's what we see.
Oh, that's right.
There's
got a few people on this race that I think might be a similar setup to old MVP. So we shall see. Is it going to be?
I think you're
something?
right.
And we've got a few ladies signed up tonight, Ellie. So have you had a look through the ladies list, and any favourites in there that you like the look of, that you think might be able to take this one?
I saw we were a bit light on the field, so it was really nice to see that there's 41 women signed up on the start line tonight. That's pretty good going for us for esport racing, so I'm pretty happy there. We've got a few ladies that I know sort of personally from NZ Pro who'll be lining up. One is probably Lisa Cross would be one of my favourite picks. This lady can run as well, so she's put down some pretty hot 5k times of late, so probably her 6 minute power is probably out there. She also races pretty feisty. So we've also got Nat Smith, Kat Conlon, Heather Neal, who I know, and they all race pretty hard and very competitive. So really, really looking forward to seeing them race.
I reckon.
Yeah, I think Lisa won
I agree.
a couple of titles recently.
Yeah,
Sorry, Rob?
I actually think you're right. I think we'll see Natalie want to go pretty hard from the gun and try and get rid of Lisa, because I think Natalie's more of a longer, powerful rider, and Lisa's going to hit that bottom of that climb, and she'll be the faster climber. But I think it's going to be a good race, because Lisa and Natalie and Heather are probably going to want to break away, or at least drag it out, get Lisa isolated. And also the other name I saw, Emma Malloy. I think she's been a good racer in the past as well. So we might see a few a small group try and break away early and isolate Lisa, but Lisa's going to be pretty smart for that.
Probably a good five or eight women will probably be in that front group. They might work together or they might just try and drop each other as fast as possible. So, yeah, you're definitely right. Nat Smith, she's in there for the long game. Probably this 40k race is more up her street, whereas Lisa might be up for that sort of short last few k if she can hang on in there, which will be a very exciting finish if it ends up like that.
Yeah, exactly.
The Ironman athletes.
I think that. There we go. Here's a look at the course profile, so you can see we sort of head right around the outside of the volcano to start with, and only a couple of wee tricky points in there, which is obviously the wee climb out of the tunnel and also the wee climb into the fishing village. Probably two places you don't want to get caught out on and chasing. I think the hard part after the tunnel is the dust. If you've ever ridden in big groups, there's a lot of dust now that's actually put up on the screen, so you can't see the front. So if you are too far back, that's probably a crucial place that you don't want to be chasing, because it does get quite hard after there, and you don't want to burn a few matches leading up towards the volcano, especially in that second lap.
Yeah, there's a couple of launch.
You can see the bottom right.
Yeah, there's a launch pad coming into the volcano. That little short climb, that little kicker before you hit the volcano itself, and I think that's probably going to be where you'll start seeing some, especially that last lap, people will start making some moves there.
Yeah, the volcano is going to separate people probably back in the C and D. Yep.
Yeah, we all start in the one pen, so all the ladies in one pen and all the men in the other pen. And once we start, it's all open, so the ladies will join into the men. So it will be interesting to see who splits where, and we'll be able to sneak through and have a look at a few of the different riders as we go through this race. It's 40 kilometres long, and 36 of it is pretty much flat, so drafting skills will come into play. And then we look at that last climb. It is draftable, so 3.2% average. So it'll be interesting to see if people have done their homework and sit out in front, or they bide their time and wait towards the end.
That's right.
What are the power-ups for this?
It's going to be a strategic one if you're going to do it. Oh, yeah, what are the power-ups?
I selected auto, so I don't know what's going to pop up. So it'll be interesting to see what people do get, whether they've actually set them to everyone getting the same power-up or everyone getting a different power-up. I think if you got a feather, you would be waiting to the crucial pinch points, and that will be the way to use your power-up for sure. Starts are always fast, so you don't want to get that wrong. And joining the pen late with 180 odd riders in the men's, if you're joining late, that's quite a long way back at the start.
Yeah, everyone knows the hack, don't they? I assume
that's a lot of men in the race, hey.
It is. So it looks like we're off and racing by the look of things.
Very good.
So we've got a few different options there and camera angles, which is good.
Oh, I can see your disc options in there, Rob.
Yeah, good to see. Some smart thinking going into this one. Right, here we go with some names.
Heather Neal out the front.
Yeah,
and David Goodall there. He's a well-known triathlete.
Oh, of course. Look at that. He's trying to break away from now. He's got 40 k's up front. More power to him.
He's keen tonight. He's very keen tonight.
He's very keen.
I think he's slipped back into the Bs as well, because he hasn't raced for a while. Yeah, exactly. He hasn't raced for a while, so he's slipped back into the Bs. So he's I'd say if he rides like this for the next 20 minutes, he'll be back into the A's before he knows it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that 100%. Bunch catching up on him though. How long is he going to keep it away?
Yeah, should we put bets on this one actually? Does he make it to 5k? I don't think he makes it to 5k before they catch him.
No, I
don't think too many people are going to want someone sitting out the front, to be honest.
No.
So
No,
we can
well,
see
we can already see
someone put
that.
in 7.
Yeah, Laros. Who's this chap? We haven't come across him before. And I'm just looking for Justin Roy. He's in there, so we know he's a strong rider, and he's always going to be sitting at the front. Justin Story, who's ex-rower. And I'm just seeing it.
I can see
Ben
Nat
Bruce
Smith's name in there too.
Okay.
Yeah, they got him.
So we got the women and the men in the same screen, in the same race.
We have, yep. Yep.
Okay.
So on the right-hand side, as we see the names
differentiate on the side. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the red dots will be the boys, and the ladies will be a different coloured dot, hopefully. So
the smart women will be sitting in as well as they can, and Nat and Heather are both there already, so they're obviously playing the game as they need to.
Yeah, I see Sarah.
I can see Jamie
just
Twiggs up in there
well.
too. Just saw his name pop up.
So that's great to see. And that's a huge difference. If you can get into a bunch, obviously that's going to help you save a heck of a lot of energy. And this looks like a good bunch too. Probably a good 80 to 100 riders probably in this front bunch.
And it looks like Dave Goodall's been caught 2.5k in, so he I thought he lasted 5k. Come on, Dave, now you can do better than that.
I see Ben Ruth rocking the New Zealand kit. He's one of the few riders wearing the in-game New Zealand kit. And Zwift also have an app which you can choose, and it shows all the riders that are involved, and it actually gives who they think will actually win. And James Barnes is the pick for the boys. And was it Heather Neal? No, was it Heather that they chose for the ladies? Just trying to think. It's one of those two.
Yes,
it'll be interesting to see how accurate that is.
Yeah, that's a fairly easy bet though. Picking James Barnes to win, he wins everything at the moment, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's been going well. Thomas Williams was picked up there as well, and I see he's just gone on the front there. So
I just saw him.
It'll be interesting. Yep. So,
and I can see Sam.
Emma Porter saying not racing.
I can see Sam Barnes in there, and he is not James's dad. We'll just say that right
now. Too many Barneses.
Yeah, exactly. Right,
so
here we are.
We climb out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Here's the dust. We can clearly see there. If you're at the back, it's not going to be a great view, especially if you're on that first camera view. And you can see the wee bit of a gap opening up behind the rider on screen. So you really want to close these down. And I think 7 or 8 meters is about the most you'll get a draft. And then after that,
Caroline Jenkins, just in the bottom of the picture there. She's a nice strong rider too. She can hang on to this bunch. She'll be doing well.
And I see we've got Jane Carswell on screen there.
I assume that's the Carswell, the famous cycling name, the Carswells. They represented New Zealand in multiple cycling events.
Oh, okay. Yep. There's another one of the ladies up the front there, and Caroline Jenkins. So it's good to see a few of the ladies sneaking up into that front bunch. So she's just going to have to push a wee bit here, and it eases up once you get to the road. It's certainly a lot easier to draft, but she's made it into that group nicely.
So she's opted for some very nice light wheels there.
It's off the climbing
game. Got a few discs, a couple of discs in there too. So a few keen beans. I certainly wouldn't be on a disc if I was racing.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I probably would have been dropped by now anyway. The way my
No, absolutely not.
It does look like the bunch has been split out, so here we are at the back end of that front group. With Sammy Lee sitting in there.
Pack Dynamic should be finding it hard off the back there. I think Caroline's probably going to be pushing a bit hard to get on the back there. If she can get through and sit in a bit, but we've got that last 4 there, which maybe might lose contact.
Yeah, it's
you just don't want to be the person. Yeah, you just don't want to be the one that's left there having to close that gap, because it's such hard work to do.
Yeah.
And then you close it, and then another wheel opens up in front of you.
Yeah, so Sarah's done well. She's got across to a wheel, but unfortunately the wheel has dropped the person in front as well. So there we go. There's the split that we sort of expected, and
see that coming.
Now it's a matter of getting into your bunches. Kat's doing well.
Heather Neal's up there pushing some good numbers.
Yeah, she's pumping out some watts, 4 watts kilo. It's not bad going.
Yeah,
it's a long line in this race. Yeah, it's really stretched out.
Really
you don't want to be at the back. Yeah, you don't want to be stuck with these guys. And you can see just ahead that there's already some big gaps coming out. So this is a pretty flat part of the course. There's only a little rise. Yeah, it's only a wee rise here, but it's already stretched it out. So we know that the pace on the front's pretty solid. And Danny's looks like a.
I think it's Camille. Yeah, Camille. He's a really strong rider, really good climber. So
yeah,
it's unusual because I'd expect him to actually wait until the climb. Being a real light rider, really strong in the hills. Might be just warming up, maybe 154 heart rate.
Yeah.
So yes, just testing the legs out, getting the lungs ready.
He's got a 5.5 20-minute, which he's got watts in the tank really. I mean, he's probably just going tempo at the moment. He's sitting on just on 6 or 7, so he's putting a fair bit of effort out. But he's just broken that field just like that. That kid's on him already. It's impressive.
It's French.
It will be interesting to see if other A graders try to ride across to him.
Yeah, this is probably the moment that James has to jump because he's the only other person who's got the same watts as this bloke. So here's an opportunity for him to jump across, and 2 strong guys up the road. Do we know Ben Ruth is in the race? I haven't seen him. I haven't seen his name come up yet.
No, I haven't seen Ruthie's name in there.
Interesting.
I thought I saw him in the starting pen, but maybe
he had a flat tire. I see Sam Hill. Sam Hill's in there. He's a very, very strong rider as well. Great road racer. So he might be someone that we see come to the front a little bit later on. If he's like a roadie, he'll be sitting back as long as he can.
Yeah, Sam Hill. He's a aero rider, I think.
Yes.
Australian. Yeah, really strong rider.
Actually,
so
his brother Ben Hill. His brother Ben Hill is a Ironman athlete he was top 20 at Ironman World Champs last year. So strong family.
Mm.
And they're quite happy to leave him out the front there by the look of things.
Yeah.
Here's Nat Smith.
Come on, Nat, you can get across. Come on.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah. So close.
That's a hard one to close at last. She's in it. She's made it. Yeah, she's just got to push through now. Just get to the front. Yeah.
It's quite nice here because it's a wee bit of a downhill, a little bit, and you can actually get a nice wee draft just sitting in there. So it's a nice time to catch the bunch so you can recover a wee bit.
Yeah.
I think she's the only female
in there as well.
Yeah, I think she's the only woman in that front pack now. So she's set herself up perfectly for this race. She just has to stay there.
Yep. hang on. Come around the corner, we've got a couple of pitches. It shouldn't disrupt too many people, I don't think.
Yeah, this little launch pad I think we'll see in the second lap will be a factor.
Yep.
Starting to stretch out again as people are pushing the pace on the front, which is good to see. So those of you new to Zwift racing, basically everyone's inside riding, so they have a bike and it can be attached to a trainer, and that trainer controls the gradient. So as we go uphill, there's Ben Ruth.
There he is.
Look at that.
And
him and Thomas Williams making a move.
Casually pushing 6 watts.
Just taking it easy.
This is a smart move. This is a smart move by Ben and Thomas, because they'll come across to Camille.
Yeah.
And there's the three of them. Very, very strong riders. Interesting, Ben's gone for the climbing wheels. And Thomas has gone on the disc. So interesting tactics there.
There's 4 seconds in there between him and the front there.
Yeah, well, the main bunch is coming back to them now. They've jumped on that.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to let those two get away with Camille on the front there. That would be sort of game over. He's still pushing though, certainly not giving up. Still pushing the casual 5 watts. Doing it easy.
Yeah.
See a few familiar names there. Justin Roy sitting in the front there, doing well. We've got, is it Pete and Tim Knoll from 4-Star? 2 brothers, I'm assuming.
Good to see a few of my Beach Haz ladder teammates are racing well as well. I know that they're super strong riders, and they just love racing. So it's good to see them in this race as well.
Oh, exactly. And here we are with Nat's been dropped. So
she's been dropped, yeah, but she's got one other guy there with her.
Crime.
Yeah.
Lamond. Where have I heard that name before?
Do a bit of work.
Now the interesting thing is
yes.
Heather and Kat Conlon are 26 seconds down, so all they need to do is just sit at that TTF, but Nat's on her own. Well, she's isolated.
Yep.
And those other 2 girls just have to work away at that gap, and it can come back for them. It can really come back.
Now, if you were Nat, would you wait for them, or would you just keep going? I'd be tempted to wait, I think.
I know, I'm a bit like you. I think you just spend so much energy on your own.
Yep.
Just sit up, have a gel, have a drink, wait for the group.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely play it smart. I mean, if you look at this group, what they got 1, 2, 3, 4 or more riders. You're going to waste a lot of energy to stay, maybe possibly 10 seconds by the time they get to the climb in that second lap. But you would have expended so much more energy.
Yep.
There's Heather. Some good watts there, looking comfortable.
See, Heather's gone for the disc as well. That's an interesting choice.
Yep.
Oh, they've got a huge amount sitting on there, haven't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Just like the Sunday bunch, yeah, everyone's sitting on the back.
Yeah, and she's got sandbars on the front, and there's some watts right there. So that's playing nicely into Heather's hands, I think, because Nat's probably going to get gobbled up pretty soon at that rate.
Here we are back on the ocean front for the front, coming around for the end of the first lap. So it hasn't taken them too long.
See my old Sunday bunch mate Matt Mills in that race. I ride with him on the road a lot. He's a good lad, so good to see him racing here.
This is a nice, easy part to recover on.
Yeah, and it looks like the front group have come back, haven't they? With the 3 still up the road.
Oh, look at that. Jane Carswell, world record holder.
I knew it was a famous cycling
That's
name.
a long ride. Yeah.
It's a long ride.
It's a heck of a long
Epic.
Good to see Brody Madrick still in that race. He had some doubts about keeping up in that front bunch, but he's obviously found his legs so far. So good work.
Yeah, it's one thing you don't want to do in Zwift racing.
All around the world here. His cat, nice, strong cyclist here.
What is that hat?
The old beach hat. It's beautiful.
That's one of those best ones, isn't it? Yeah. Goes with their shoe covers.
Should it though?
I was just about to say, are they shoe covers?
Well, you know, she's aero. She's going aero here.
Yeah, I think Anna would be throwing something at the screen for the fashion faux pas.
Oh, I don't know. I think Anna might quite like how coordinated she is.
True. Looks like Nat Smith's only 8 seconds ahead of this group now, so they're going to catch her in a minute. So
she just
I don't know. I guess she's sitting up waiting, but it just shows the difference that bunch makes. Wouldn't have taken a lot to catch her.
She's sitting in nicely though.
Yeah, she's doing a good job. She's got Greg LeMond. Greg LeMond sitting on the front doing the work.
Greg. Nice of Greg to show up.
Yeah, nice of Greg to show up.
Here's a nice wee place to get some recovery. Nice wee downhill. Make it nice and easy. Everyone's playing it quite smart, aren't they? Sitting in, saving the energy.
Yeah, that's definitely that pace is definitely chopped off, hasn't it?
It's a good place to attack if you've got momentum going from the back of the group. Four seconds now, so almost caught.
2 up.
Yeah, gonna get caught soon. Yeah, at this stage you're estimated to finish just on 54 minutes, which is pretty slow for 40Ks on a flat 40K course for the final climb. So they really have set up. And it looks like average power for the strongest riders has just been about 3.7 really. Oh, there's a couple of doing about 4. So it's not really hard right now. It's definitely set up. And that's why we see a couple of riders going off the front. Thomas Williams here, for example, and he's taking a Japanese rider with him. 414 watts. Though. There we go. That's not. Yeah, he's pushing some power though. He's definitely making a bid.
Yep.
But you may as well take the chances when there's a lull in the race.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to make it tough on those stronger guys.
Yeah. And he's come across. Who's this? What kind? Barbatus.
Yep.
I can't help you with that flag either.
Yeah, what's this guy's game?
He's giving it a crack. If they get a fourth in that group, could stay away.
Yeah. I know. Who's gonna take the chance?
Somebody. Oh, I can see some red. No, they're just trying to keep on.
Here's some 7s. So another rider from Japan pushing across.
Yeah.
And the front is just sitting there. Yeah, the rest of the bunch is quite happy. Not many pushing the pace.
Not taking the bait.
Yeah, well, I guess if someone pushes really hard out of the tunnel, they'll try and bridge across early. Some fire socks going off. So for those watching, the fire, if you wear the right socks, it means you're putting over 8 watts per kg. Some good long flames.
Yeah, Barbatus doesn't look like he's on with power, so he may not be a rider that we need to pay too much attention to. But certainly the Japanese riders.
In too.
Yeah, interesting place to do it.
Yeah, a lot of drafts.
So there's the 4 that I was hoping they would get. Keep away.
Yeah, I think this is a good move actually. So these 2 Japanese guys, one of them sits about. He's a good climber. Silve JP and Seisho. What's he going to be like?
I don't think the bunch is going to let this one get away.
No,
not with their climber again.
Wised up to this.
Yeah, pushing a lot harder on the front to close this one down.
Yeah.
We've got the
Norwegian flag on the front there, is it?
Is it Norwegian or Swiss? Yeah, just trying to crack across.
No, that's Danish.
Another hexagon rider.
Really? Geographically close.
Yeah.
Very close.
Very close.
Just like
I tell you what, Thomas Williams. Yeah, Thomas doesn't want to let this go though, does he? He's keeping on the front. He's making it hard work for the rest. He obviously knows that's where the race has got to go. You just can't have a bus this big coming into the bottom of the hill, because if you're stuck at the back, it's so much harder to get past them all. But yeah, and Thomas obviously knows that he's probably carrying a weight penalty with that disc, so he's got to get the time in the road if he can, get up the road as far as he can before they hit the climb. It'll be interesting to know what James Barnes and James Harvey and Ben Ruth are riding on right now. Even Jan Lichwak.
James Harvey.
He'll be set up.
Here they go. Here's the
James Harvey's just about to join them. Yep. I think James Harvey's made the front already. So now we've got Jan pushing as well. Everyone's pushing now, the 7s.
That's a serious. Oh, here goes Matt Milne. Good man. Good. Go, Matty. Good. So yeah, this is a
great ride.
That's a good move. Yeah.
Make contact. Nice.
So this is a pretty strong front bunch. We're going to have huge splits everywhere by the look of this.
Yeah, this has done a bit of damage, hasn't it? Good to see.
Yeah, it's only a wee 1%, but it's quite a long. I think it's 1.5 kilometres, so it's just a gradual grind up just to hurt everyone.
And James Harvey is putting
I can see Stu Billington's name in there too.
Oh yeah, he's riding well.
Yeah.
Ben Ruth has put himself at the front.
Yeah, and Stu's been going really well on the Kiwi crew rides on Monday nights. So he's moved up from B grade to A grade and still going good.
He's always one to watch in those ones.
I found that out the other day, a couple of weeks ago when I raced with him in one of those rides.
Yeah, he says he hasn't got a sprint, so he goes from about 1.5 k's out. Good way of doing it.
Yeah. So we've still got James up the road. James Harvey's still up the road, and these guys they've sort of let him go. He's got 6 seconds. I mean, someone wanted to go over them, really. Yeah. I mean, this guy's a sort of NZ Cycle Classic stage winner. He's won a fair amount of. He's actually held the Ellington, so he's not the sort of rider you want to let go.
And he rides
he's got an interestingly sort of low cadence there.
Yeah, he's just drilling it, 73 RPM.
73, 69 then, yep. Pushing hard.
Just get those shanks working. Actually, I had lamb shanks for dinner. I'm probably about the same size as James Harvey's calves, so it's a good dinner.
And this is the disadvantage to being by yourself, is the bunch speed downhill will probably mow a couple of seconds out of JMO, unfortunately. But I doubt he'll give up. Still pushing a good 4.5.
Just doesn't seem right seeing him wearing Australian colours, so does it? You know? Come on, James, what are you doing? You just go where the big bucks are, I guess.
That's right.
9 seconds.
Rides for
Original 9 seconds back. Yep.
Yeah, that's a chunk.
Yep.
Someone with a flat tyre on the side of the road there by the look of things. So the virtual flat tyre means you've had a Wi-Fi dropout or a signal dropout, which means your trainer won't respond to anything in game.
The team car
Thomas Williams pushing out some orange numbers.
Heather Neal still on the front there, drilling away.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting race. So Kat Collins there, Nat Smith there, so the three of them.
Yep.
Where's Lisa Cross thing?
I don't know if Lisa was in that one.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think she may be a little further back. But yeah, Kat Condon, Lisa, Heather, all working hard in that bunch, and yeah, I picked that they would be up there together. They're pretty strong riders, and they'll give some of those guys a pretty hard run for their money too.
They will.
Here's Lisa.
With Lisa.
So she's quite a long one. She's a minute down on the. Is that a minute down on the front on the group ahead of her? Must have been.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's in a bit of an ITT. Staying steady though. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, she's lost a fair bit of time to.
It's just the experience probably of racing online, as opposed to the other three in that front bunch are quite experienced in the draft and probably in racing. It's probably the main difference between them.
I've just messaged Dave Goodall and told him to go
TTT on a Friday together. They're quite well known to each other as well.
Yeah, they're true. I've just messaged Dave Goodall and told him to go to the front and do an attack. So he said he was going to stretch it up. We'll see if he does.
Brilliant.
We'll see if
I can see his red numbers.
Yeah,
you're right. He's doing it.
There's a lot of red.
Good work, Dave.
Can you type and do that at the same time?
No, he must. He's probably got an assistant doing the typing actually.
Yeah.
Oh, he's pushing again.
That's a good move. He's got Thomas Williams, Ben Ruth, Justin Story, and Justin Roy with him. It's not bad company to be keeping if you're going to make a jump across.
And if you can sit on the back of them and just get towed across, that's an ideal bunch to go with.
Sure is.
Perfect.
Oh, look at that. That's
perfect position, Dave.
Yeah, that's great.
DG up there with Ruthie, nice.
He sets the breakaway and sits in. Nicely done.
Yeah. So once they come out of the volcano, where are they heading after they come out of the volcano? There's not another lap, is it?
I think it's 2. Have we done 2 complete laps around the outside?
No. I think this is the second lap because we've still got because it's not 36k until the climb starts. So I think there's another lap.
So we must go around the same part and then we go up, obviously.
Yeah.
Instead of turning left and coming back through the volcano.
Yeah.
So still plenty of opportunity to attack off the front. So I see a few people going again because the pace has slowed down.
Justin
Well,
Story,
John
separate cross.
Story's made it across.
John Story, not Justin Story. Yeah, Justin Story, that's a different guy. The good thing about this race is it had the potential to be just a sit in and wait, but there's actually some movements off that are really exciting. Because I was worried that it would just be a bunch ride to the bottom of the hill, but they're not letting it happen.
No.
And even the attacks trying to get across to these two.
Yeah. Ben Ruth, Jan Lichwark, Thomas Williams. It's a serious pack right there. My man Matt Milne, he's still there. Jeez. I better check his trainer actually. He's probably hasn't calibrated it for a while. That might be it.
And they've put 2 to 3 seconds on the main bunch.
Bit of attack there.
So they're really going to have to push that bunch if they want to get back on with this lot, and I don't think they will, to be honest.
Yeah, there's some serious strength in that group, and it looks like they are sitting up behind. It's just no one who's really taken the front to pull it back.
This is where you need the team to come up beside you, tow you across with your drink bottle.
Yeah. That might be the break of the day. We might see that go away to the bottom of the hill. Jan's got the climbing wheels as well, so him and Ben have been doing some scheming around this one.
Looks like it.
Is that a bunch of 10 with riders out the front?
Yep. Now mate Camille Denny's, he's
still got
Tippy's
people lighting up the fire stops.
Stu Billington's still in that bunch.
Or pushing some good numbers to get across.
Yeah.
He'll be hurting if he doesn't get across here.
Yeah, you've got to make it work. You've got to make it stick.
Yeah, and I think you're all over sitting up. You'd be best to sit up here. You're in no man's land, unfortunately. Hanley.
Yeah.
It's not coming back.
We're not too far off the volcano now, so it'll be interesting to see how this bunch stays together going up there.
We'll pick the favourites who we picked for this race are in that group, so it's no great surprise. But it is going to be interesting to see who. Although James Barnes wasn't there, was he? Did you see his name in the front?
No. So was entered in the pen, but I haven't seen him anywhere on the stream. So I'm assuming he didn't start today. So DNS on.
Yeah, I think that.
Unfortunately.
I think that'll be it.
Any surprise names in this front bunch?
Any surprises? There's a couple of names I don't know. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one actually picking who's going to jump out of this. I still think Jan, Ben, James, Thomas, the three logical ones we'll see.
Yeah.
Yuri Kruger, he's a good rider. I've come on the wrong side of him a few times.
And they certainly don't want people sitting in on this bunch, do they? We're constantly seeing red numbers from guys pushing, and there's a breakaway now of 4 riders off the front.
Yeah, just saw Jan putting down some good red numbers then. Bit of a gap.
good to see this front group just not happy to sit in, happy to just keep attacking each other, which is what we want.
Because I think we'll keep seeing Thomas and James, who are riding discs, still keeping the pressure on, making the most of the aero on the flat, making it harder for the guys without the aero wheels. Which we can see now they've stretched it out again.
And John, I'm not sure how much training John's been doing. I haven't seen him riding a lot online, but it doesn't mean to say he hasn't been doing a lot. But he must be going okay.
Secret training.
Front here.
Secret training.
Yeah.
Well, any time you can win an Olympic gold, you obviously know how to train right.
That's right. So this is interesting. So they've really set up. Yeah, they've sort of, the pressure's come off the front, and they're playing a bit slightly smarter game.
I sort of wonder whether Nat would attack off the front of this group and try and bring a few of the guys out and try and separate herself from the other two, but might be quite content to sit in for the hill.
Yeah, I think Nat's probably the stronger climber of the three as well. So, it'd be interesting to see what her thoughts are around tactics in this sort of the next 10K.
Yeah, I'd say she's definitely the strongest out of the group, but I also know that these 3 to 4 ladies in here are very competitive. The drive to stay with that bunch will be very high. They're very feisty and very capable as well. So it'll be interesting to see the tactics roll out with this bunch.
Good to have a mic on the helmets.
Yeah, that's
still can't get over that telling
being able to live stream.
Yeah,
it's not very aero, at all, is it?
No.
No. It's a lucky hat. It's a lucky hat.
Yeah.
Here are with Sierra.
Sierra.
She's another one of those very strong women sitting in this bunch here.
She's is that a minute 24 back?
Right.
Nice wee bunch. Certainly better than being stuck by yourself solo somewhere in the middle of everyone.
Yep.
And Monkhouse there as well with her.
So there's Semi leading that one too from 4-star. He's a good solid rider too.
So Danny's has gone off the front of that men's race again. He's not mucking around, is he?
No, had his marmite this morning.
Yeah. Doesn't play well with others.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't play well with others.
149.
Absolutely not.
I wish I could race that far and only be 153 beats.
Yeah. What an engine. So we've got 6K to go to the bottom of the climb. And he's got a 6-second lead. He's making an attack to come across. The looks of it.
Yep.
It's that same
just
climb.
That nice long.
Stretches out.
Yep.
Yeah.
The 1%er.
That's it.
Now he's dropped to 0. Would you have done that this early on, or would you just have waited a wee bit?
Well, he's definitely closed that gap pretty quick, but he's probably taken everybody with him.
Yeah.
But his stretched up, it probably would have. Yeah. Probably would have dropped a few people off the back, but would have been the ones that you want to drop? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think that would have been my choice of timing for it. Just an unusual place to drop it. A good place for that is probably using the speed into that first bump as you hit the volcano, climb would probably be a better place for it, and use that momentum to get over that wee rise and really put the pace on.
So we've got Nat Smith out the front here. Heather Neal, then Nat.
Heather Neal. Yeah, always wears the aero helmet, which I don't know is a good thing in a bunch race. Although we are riding disc wheels on road bikes, so that's also a very Zwift thing.
That's right.
We'll let her get away with it this time. No heart rate monitor. What's going on here? Ooh. Is that a penalty?
Oh, she's dead.
Would you get DQ for that?
Or half points?
I hope not.
Yeah.
Half points, maybe.
We do recommend it.
Yeah. I'm sure she's legit. I know Heather well enough.
She is.
It's good to see
the
entire bunch rolling through.
Around. Yep.
And that weather on Zwift certainly looks a lot nicer than it is currently in New Zealand, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Heather's sitting in there nicely, saving some watts.
Yep. Smart girl. Same with Kat.
And pretty much just like real life, isn't it? You've got to be smart and know when to sit in the bunch and save some energy. No point in wasting it.
Definitely.
Looks like a couple of people pushing off the front there too.
Yeah.
Oh, we got here Monkhouse.
Yeah, Monkhouse has got the record for the volcano loop, has it? Is that what it means?
Always wondered what that one was, whether it was most aggressive on it or fastest or...
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure.
Fastest on the route?
Yeah, possibly.
Volcano loop.
Barbatus, interesting. This guy, don't know where he's from.
He's gone off the
Can't
front.
on him.
No.
He's got 5-second lead on a group of Zwifters.
Where's the flag? What's the flag of? I'm blind. I can't see that little thing.
It's of nothing. It's just a.
It's no nation. No nation.
Yeah.
It's an unusual one, that's for sure.
He's an alien.
Illegal alien. We'll claim him as Kiwi.
Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe we should. He's used the power up. I don't know if that's a smart move right there. Maybe he's one of these bots.
Here we go.
John Story's
on now.
Yep.
I need a casual 7. Shouldn't take too long to pass him.
There's a few red numbers coming up now.
And for these A-grade riders, they can pretty much hold that sort of late 4 or 5 watts for this, probably the entire 6 or 7 minutes. I'm assuming that it's going to take these guys to get up this climb.
Same as you, Kev.
Yeah, except I can only do it for a minute.
No, it's been caught.
It is quite
Still
draftable
trying.
though, so
Still trying. Yeah.
If you didn't back yourself, you'd just ease up a bit, wouldn't you?
Mm.
Especially when you're holding maybe a 1 second gap. It's a lot of wasted energy. Be interesting to see how long Ben decides to sit in on this group. He he does like to attack and push the pace early.
He doesn't like mucking around, does he? He's got a K.5 before the bottom of the climb, so let's see what he does.
An Antarctica call out for Cookie. It's an unusual call out. He's ice cold
in here.
I see Thomas Williams is riding the most basic disc, the entry level disc wheel.
Oh, the Frenchman! The Frenchman's going off the front at 11 watts.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Pantoro, he's off.
Is he going to pull anyone away with him? James Harvey's
going for it.
Ooh, they're giving
Camille.
it a nudge. They're gone early.
Yeah, it's very early, isn't it?
Hopefully they don't turn right and go into the climbing portal.
God,
yeah, that would be awkward.
It would be. And with a 2 second gap.
Cookie knew best. The flag's Antarctica. Wow, Cookie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's the ceremonial flag of Antarctica.
Really?
Who knew? This is a quiz question. You will never forget
Wow.
it.
Well,
Wow.
Sweet.
Okay. Okay. So is someone in Antarctica right now Zwifting, or are they representative of that country where they're living right now?
Mr. Barbatus, whatever his surname was, apologies, I can't remember. Maybe he's a scientist.
Well, John's story was actually working in Antarctica, so maybe he's one of his friends.
Oh, he's brought back a
used to
French
do-
scientist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
done some training down there together.
Yeah.
Someone's
Do
a
you
little
reckon
bit
they
fishy
will?
about the situation.
Just like we caged animals, aren't they? Just testing each other out.
Yeah.
Waiting.
It's-
There's some people
Here
doing
we go.
1.9
Here's
watts
the-
and other people doing 5, so they're waiting to pounce.
Yeah. Here's that left-hander. That means only one thing. It's about to go up.
We're going up. And John's looking to go to the front early.
And go to the back.
Yeah, with the first part being
Been
quite
roasted,
draftable, I think most of them are going to sit here for a bit, I think, and just see how it plays out.
Yeah, Ben Ruth's gone right to the back.
Yep.
That's interesting.
It's just going to take its time. The climb's 3.8k, so they've got a wee way to go.
Yeah, John's 6.5 watts a kilo right now. It's a lot of power to put out for 6 minutes or so. I mean, Pogacar can do that for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, but you know, that's Tade.
Same. He's just bananas.
Yeah.
It was good they filmed his training rides though, wasn't it? There's a lot of friends on those training rides.
Yeah. Good preparation for the tour.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he would have been in an altitude camp anyway, so all he did was got his own training camp with a bunch of others and some race sharpness.
We've still got Kat Conlon, Hindell, and who else have we got in there?
Nat Smith,
Nat.
I assume.
Nat Smith. Nat
Nat,
Smith's
yeah.
in there, is she? Yep. Good to see them all in there.
Nat, Cat, and Con.
We're on this climb, and Barbatus has dropped off.
They're just hanging out a little bit, aren't they?
There goes Jamie Harvey. And Ben's made his moves while he's stalking. He's just biding his time.
Yeah.
And on this sort of climb with these guys putting out so much power, you don't want to give a gap to anyone. Because it'll be hard to close down once we get into those last couple of minutes.
Mr. Harvey putting out about 5 watts per kilo there, just cruising along.
He's quite a lot higher than the rest of them, isn't it? He's put 3 seconds on him. They're not really countering his move. Be interesting to know who's got a feather power up in their back pocket. Is that 5 seconds? This is really stretching out.
It's getting a bit of a gap.
Yeah, they're waiting a fair long time, aren't they? Now they're pushing 7s to catch him, so I don't know whether that was wise to let him get that far away.
Although I wouldn't doubt that they don't catch him. Frenchman's off.
Has he left it too long? How long have we got to go? Just over 1k to go.
Yep.
Down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds.
Ooh.
Yep, he's coming back at it now. He's put a
big
big jump in.
Though. He's coming back in.
Yeah, that's closed up real quickly.
He wasn't.
James will know he's coming out.
That's amazing how quickly he's bridged that gap.
Yeah,
that's hard work, isn't it? And he's sat back now, so he's done what he needed to get across. Going to save a bit of energy on the draft.
These 3 are just sitting in nicely, chipping away. They'll be making their move shortly, no doubt.
I don't know whether they can wait too much longer. 700 metres to go. We're really going to have to push.
What's the gap? 4 seconds, 3 seconds? It's not too bad.
3, yeah.
Work as a bunch. And
it looks like Plantarou's having a go again. And James is matching him. So they're both at just on 7.5, 8 watts kilo. And it looks like James is... Oh no, he keeps fighting him. Plantarou just knows that all he has to do is to stay higher power than James Harvey is, and he'll stay away for the win. And he's done just that. He's now at 9. Yep, and James at 2 seconds back. So I think we found the winner. He's using his draft power up, which is probably the stupidest thing to do. And right where you are in the race right now. But that's all right. I mean, he's a bit too lally. James is coming back at him.
Jamo's catching him.
Yep.
I think he might have had a dropout. For a second.
I think he might have.
I think you're right.
I hope not.
Gee.
He's doing 1.4.
And Danny's is coming back at James now. And there goes the Frenchman.
There's a lot of people on 0s and 1.7s. Not quite sure what's
Ben's had a draw.
We've passed the finish line.
We've
passed the finish line. That's what it is.
Gonna miss.
Oh yeah, of the but it's okay.
I'm guessing from the stream, from what it looks like, is the finishing line wasn't the banner. Maybe is that what's happened?
Yeah, because a lot of other riders turned up
to
the
finish.
stream.
Yeah, we had guys on training bikes and stuff. So now it's the battle of the ladies. So
let's go, Nat.
Looks like Nat has put 3 seconds in on Cat.
Cat's not far off though.
Yep. Finish line was before the banner. Just had to confirmed.
Come on, Kat.
5.2.
300 metres to go.
Really pushing hard. Yeah. Looks like
Swift's
Swift's going to be
fine,
right with their pick. That's a great ride from Kat to stay right up there too. Pushing forwards.
Very, very good ride from Kat. Her and Nat riding really well.
Yeah, Nat's got Le Mans with her.
Still a wee bit to go.
Yeah. Now,
Still
secret
got another
seconds
cricket
are
wand
in
in the pocket.
Yeah.
Kat's not letting off though. She's still working hard.
She's come back into 3 seconds now.
Yep.
You just
Not gonna give
imagine
up.
this on right now. The Nesmith house. Just feel it.
That's had enough. She's off.
Yep. Just TT mode. That's what we got to do now. It's on the flat. Get a bit of recovery in the last final pitch up the climb.
And that's it, isn't it? Once you've got the gap, it's just about being sensible and doing enough.
Yeah. Just watching the watts of the person behind you and making sure that you're always one notch higher than them, which she's doing a good job of doing.
Yeah. She's put a lot of effort
And
in.
the gap doesn't look far, does it?
But she just wants to make a break, I think. .69 RPM, so she's digging deep.
Be good to go back and see Kat's heart rate to see how hard she's pushing.
Well, Nat's heart rate's only 142. She's a machine.
It's the hat. It's the hat, Kat. If you had a different Euro hat, you'd be right.
Yep.
The gap looks so close on screen, doesn't it?
Yeah, 4 seconds. I don't think.
Yeah, Kat's putting
it's
out some good numbers though.
Yeah, 600 metres to go. I think it's 39.6 is the finish.
She's not going to give up though.
Actually.
She is not going to give up.
Yeah.
Well, I think Nat's just got too much horsepower, putting out 4.95.
She does. A lot of torque going there.
Nice little draft coming off the one in front as well.
She just needs to sit right there. Although knowing that, she'll want to tick off a few more places in front of it. Yeah.
Yeah, here she goes. So have another crack. 10 seconds now. I think seen that gap.
The gap's big now.
300 to go. It's a good display of hill climbing though. It's just steady power. That's what it is.
Sure is.
Someone to pace you, Nat. Looks like she's doing it with ease. Dancing on the pedals.
Yep.
Used to watch that on the tour with Alberto. Be dancing all day.
Yeah, out of the saddle. Yeah.
Yep.
Very distinctive.
Well done, Nat.
Yeah, great ride. Real strong.
Real
strong effort that one.
Great ride.
Yeah. Considering she was off the front, got caught, and then had to bide her time and go again.
Last week pinched, and they must have just passed the finish line. See a rider just appear in front of us on the screen there. So
Here's Heather putting it for really
Kat's
good
gonna
numbers.
hold on for second.
Awesome ride from Heather.
Oh, well, great first up race there. And it was good to see a few attacks and finishing with a bit of a flurry, really. So rather than that one big blob that we normally see in Zwift racing, which is great.
That was a lot more exciting than I expected. No, it was just more exciting than I expected it would have been. I thought we were just going to be sitting in for a bunch ride to the bottom of the hill, but it's good to see that people weren't letting that happen.
And fantastic numbers turning up again, so that's really, really cool. Lots of teams, lots of countries joining
in. For me, Nat Smith was probably, from the females, definitely the best one, and I was impressed with the guys' race. I mean, probably James Harvey. I mean, he was just putting it out from the start. He didn't win the race, but he was just having a crack right from the get-go, and he was always on the move. So it was good to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Most aggressive rider, he gets that award.
Exactly, yeah. So thanks for joining us, Rob and Ellie, and that wraps up our first race, the Kiwi Crew Winter Series. And thanks to Truly Live and Damon for setting it all up for us and getting this broadcast. Damo's over in the UK, so only 12,000 miles away from us and sorting it all out, which is great. And for all you people out there, we'll be doing this again in 2 weeks' time, and it'll be a different course with some different bit of action to watch. Those youth, if there's any youth out there wanting to get involved in esports, Try New Zealand's actually running an event, and it's in July, so check out the Triathlon New Zealand webpage and get into that. They've got a few bikes around New Zealand you can use, especially in Wellington. I think there's a few spare that you can jump into their hubs and have a go. So there's a wee article on how to get set up in that, and plenty of help online if you do need to and want to have a go at it. So get involved, guys, and we'll catch you in a couple of weeks, everyone. Thanks, Ellie. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks very much. That's right. Thank you.
See you.